a small village of ancient China, Shuangxi, an unexpected prophecy thrusts a young girl into an epic journey. This is the story of Mei and her newfound companions, as they discover the power of courage, friendship, and destiny in the oracle's prophecy. It all started a little past midnight when an 18-year-old Mei with bright eyes and an adventurous spirit was packing her belongings to sneak away in the dark of the night. She was an explorer at heart and wanted to see the world and experience different cultures. She was sneaking away because her younger brother, who she loved dearly, would want to accompany her, and he was too young to be away from their mother and father. Her parents watched her from the doorway, tears in their eyes and fears in their mind, but a big proud smile on their face. As she hugged them goodbye, her father said,
"My dear Mei, I hope you find everything you aspire. Stay safe out there. I am very proud of you."
Her mother held her tight.
"Trust your heart and be true to yourself. You will find your way. I always love you."
Mei nodded and sneaked away into the dark night. A hooded figure, cloaked in deep blue and adorned with talismans, watched and waited at the edge of the village. The oracle, an elderly man with a long white beard, had eyes that seemed to pierce through to one's soul. He had traveled far and wide to deliver prophecies, and this one was an important one to be told. As Mei approached the edge of the town, the oracle appeared before her. Mei gasped and took a step back. She was taken by surprise. The oracle spoke without wasting a minute.
"You, child, are destined to save the kingdom."
Mei was shocked and confused.
Me? But how? I am just a simple village girl going to travel and learn other cultures.
The oracle's eyes seemed to see beyond the present.
"The path will reveal itself. You must gather your courage and embark on a journey to the capital. Along the way, you will find 5 companions to aid you. Together, you will face trials and tribulations, but you must not falter. Only then will you fulfill your destiny."
The words hung heavy in the air. Mei's mind raced with doubts and questions, but the oracle offered no further explanation. With a deep bow, he turned and disappeared as mysteriously as he had arrived, leaving Mei to ponder his cryptic prophecy. With the oracle's words echoing in her mind, Mei started her journey, following her map. She decided to explore the path to the capital city first, as it was one of the destinations in her journal. She felt a mix of fear and excitement. Her journey had begun, and with every step she took she became even more determined to uncover the meaning of the prophecy and fulfill her destiny. Mei's journey began on a well-trodden path leading away from her village, into the heart of the wilderness. It was on this path that she encountered her first companion, Li. As Mei walked deeper into the forest, she heard the unmistakable sound of the swooshing of metal. Curiosity and a sense of caution guided her steps towards the noise. In a small clearing, she saw a tall, muscular man sparring with an invisible opponent, his sword flashing in the sunlight. His movements were fluid and precise, a testament to years of training. Mei called out from a distance,
"Excuse me, are you a soldier?"
Li paused, lowering his sword.
"I was once a member of the royal guard. Now, I am just a wanderer. What brings you to these woods?"
Mei explained her prophecy, and though Li was skeptical, he was intrigued by her determination. He responded,
"I'll accompany you. Perhaps there is truth in your words. We'll see."
With Li by her side, Mei continued her journey. They traveled through dense forests and open plains, eventually coming across a small village nestled by a river. In the village, they encountered a scene of distress. Several villagers were gathered around a young woman who was tending to a wounded child. The woman, Hua, moved with practiced ease, her hands applying herbal remedies and bandages with care and precision. Mei approached Hua after she finished her work.
You have a remarkable talent for healing. My friend, Li, and I are on a journey to the capital, guided by a prophecy. Would you consider joining us?
Hua looked up, her eyes filled with compassion.
If your journey can bring peace and heals our land, I will gladly join you.
The trio continued their journey, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. One evening, as they set up camp by a river, they heard rustling in the bushes. Emerging from the shadows was Zhang, a jovial thief with a quick wit and an even quicker hand. He had been observing Mei and her companions, drawn by the tales of their journey.
Who are you?
Li demanded, with his hand on his sword. Zhang raised his hands in mock surrender.
Just a humble thief, trying to survive. But I've heard of your quest, and it sounds like the adventure of a lifetime. I can be of use if you'll have me.
Why would a thief join a quest to save the kingdom?
Mei asked him. Zhang grinned.
Everyone has a past, Mei. Perhaps this is my chance to make things right.
Mei saw potential in Zhang's resourcefulness. She thought for a moment and then responded.
We could use someone with your skills. Welcome to our group.
Next, their journey took them to a bustling town known for its scholars and academies. It was here that they met Ming, a scholar with a wealth of knowledge. Ming was giving a lecture in a small square, surrounded by a group of eager students. She spoke with passion and authority, her hands gesturing animatedly as he explained an ancient text. Intrigued by her knowledge, Mei approached Ming after the lecture.
Your insights are impressive. We are on a journey to the capital, guided by a prophecy. Would you consider joining us?
Ming responded thoughtfully.
A prophecy, you say? The opportunity to witness such an event is too fascinating to pass up. I will join you.
And the group set forth on their journey to the capital. The final companion, Xian, was found in a tranquil temple nestled in the mountains. The group sought refuge in the temple after a particularly arduous leg of their journey. Xian was a young monk with a deep spiritual connection. Mei and her companions found him in the courtyard, meditating amidst the blooming cherry blossoms. His serene presence was palpable, and the atmosphere around him seemed almost magical. Mei explained their journey and the challenges they faced. She said,
Your spiritual strength could be a great asset to us.
Xian opened his eyes slowly, his gaze steady and calm.
I sense a great purpose in your journey. I will join you, and together, we will face whatever lies ahead.
After weeks of travel, they finally reached the capital city, a sprawling metropolis of towering palaces and bustling marketplaces. The city was alive with the hum of activity, but it was also shrouded in tension. Rumors of an impending war loomed over the kingdom, and the streets were filled with soldiers preparing for battle. Mei and her companions sought an audience with the emperor, but gaining access to the palace was no easy feat. They faced bureaucratic obstacles and suspicious guards, but their determination and the skills they had honed along their journey proved invaluable. Finally, they stood before the emperor, a stern and imposing figure. Mei took a deep breath and recounted the oracle's prophecy. The emperor listened intently, his expression unreadable. He asked,
Why should I believe this prophecy? What proof do you have?
I have no proof, Your Majesty. Only the belief that the oracle spoke the truth. We have journeyed far and faced challenges to be here, and we stand before you now because we believe that our actions can make a difference.
The emperor considered her words carefully and said,
Very well. If you are truly destined to save the kingdom, then prove it. The enemy is at our gates, and we need a miracle.
As the sun rose on the day of the battle, the group stood together on the front lines. May felt a surge of fear and doubt, but she remembered the oracle's words and the journey that had brought them here. The battle was fierce and chaotic, but May and her companions fought with unwavering courage. Each companion used their unique skills to turn the tide in their favor. Li, with his years of experience as a warrior, led the charge. His mastery of the sword was unparalleled, and he moved with precision and agility. With his keen tactical mind, he was able to anticipate enemy movements and protect his companions from harm. His presence on the battlefield inspired the other soldiers, boosting their morale and giving them the courage to fight on. Hua's role was crucial in ensuring that their forces remained strong throughout the battle. She moved swiftly among the wounded, using her extensive knowledge of herbs and remedies to heal injuries and revive fallen comrades. Her calm and compassionate demeanor provided comfort and hope, allowing the soldiers to return to the fight with renewed strength. Zhang's quick thinking and resourcefulness were vital in outsmarting the enemy. He used his skills as a thief to set traps and ambushes, disrupting the enemy's formations and creating chaos in their ranks. His knowledge of the city's layout allowed him to navigate the battlefield with ease, striking from the shadows and disappearing before the enemy could retaliate. Ming's strategic mind and extensive knowledge of ancient texts proved invaluable in planning their defense. She had studied the enemy's tactics and identified their weaknesses. Using this knowledge, she coordinated their forces and directed them to key positions on the battlefield. Her insights allowed them to anticipate enemy movements and counter their strategies effectively. Xian's spiritual strength provided a beacon of hope and resilience for the entire army. His deep connection to the spiritual world allowed him to channel protective energies and create barriers that shielded them from the enemy's attacks. He also led the soldiers in chants and prayers, fortifying their spirits and giving them the courage to face overwhelming odds. May herself discovered a hidden strength and bravery she had never known she possessed. She led her companions with determination and inspired those around her with her unwavering resolve. In the midst of the chaos, she confronted the enemy's leader, a formidable warrior with a dark reputation. Their duel was intense, but May's determination and the support of her friends gave her the edge. With a final powerful strike, she defeated the leader, and the enemy forces began to retreat. The kingdom was saved, and May's prophecy had been fulfilled. The emperor, deeply moved by their bravery and sacrifice, offered them all positions of honor in his court. But Mei, Li, Hua, Zhang, Ming, and Xian chose to return to their respective homes, carrying with them the lessons they had learned and the friendships they had forged. As Mei walked back to her village, she reflected on the incredible journey she had undertaken. She had started as a simple village girl, but she had discovered her true strength and courage along the way. The prophecy had been a catalyst, but it was the journey and the people she had met that had truly shaped her destiny. And so, Mei returned to her village not just as a hero, but as a symbol of hope and inspiration. The story of her journey spread far and wide, reminding everyone that even the most unlikely person can make a difference, and that courage, friendship, and trust are the true keys to saving a kingdom.